Good morning, welcome to the morning review on Tuesday the 24th of February. This is Kim Watson speaking for Easy Trader. Looking at the euro dollar first, and we are still in this chop zone. I say chop zone, it's choppy on the larger time frames. The daily is just not it's a tight range bound zone effectively. We've still got this trend line on from yesterday or the day before, whenever it was. Still riding in this range, and it could well stay within that range, but obviously if it does seem to challenge it at all, I will be looking carefully at taking the trade in the direction of the break. Now I prefer to be on the downside at the moment, to be fair. Looking at the short term picture here, you can, as I say, it's not there is a chop element to it. It's very range bound. But there are some decent trends. I mean, yesterday's move on it there was a decent trend. I mean, it came right down to its S1 level, as suspected. It had broken, and I spoke on the video update that level. The trend line I'd drawn on there, it continued to go down to the S1 level near the previous day's Friday's lows. Now we're back into the sort of centre line here. Looking, we could go either way from here. It's just anyone's guess effectively. But if it breaks the upside, and I'd rather it be through that 50-year moving average. If it breaks that upside, maybe I'll look at going with at some point if there is momentum. To the downside, I'm happy to go momentum or not momentum. Looking to go back down towards today's S1, which is marginally lower than yesterday's lows, but still within Friday's range. So there's the options there at the moment. Very choppy, may get some action. Now we have got some news coming out today, so I'll just click this on. We got the European CPI at 10 o'clock. So that's inflation figure coming out at 10 o'clock for the whole of Europe. I don't think it's going to have a lot of weighting, and we've got Draghi speaking at 2 o'clock as he unveils the new €20 banknote. Perhaps he might say something there, but I think it's very unlikely he's going to say anything at that meeting. But more importantly, at 3 o'clock we've got Janet Yellen testifying, the Fed chair testifying at 3 o'clock. And this could be, whilst we've got the minutes and everything from the previous minutes, it could be quite interesting, and it may, bearing in mind there's a Q&A session after at 3 o'clock there's a statement comes out, so we could see some volatility around the 3 o'clock mark, but then there's the Q&A, and it's a Q&A which could just kick the currencies either way. There was obviously, from the minutes last time, there was concern at the earlier point of the dollar getting too strong, and I think what we'll see here is a real sort of dig to see whether there's still an expectation for interest rates to start increasing in the US in June. Anyway, so that any sort of dovishness or hawkishness from that may well give the dollar the strength or the weakness, and we may see a decent move in the euro dollar, etc. Okay, moving on a bit quicker now then. Pound, let's have a look from a daily perspective. Still in a range bound chop zone. Again with trends. Yesterday sold off quite strongly earlier on, then got it all back as we went through the day. But still within this zone. Again, if we can break the highs here, I'm quite interested in looking for a push up to the 100 moving average. It is the stronger of the currencies at the moment, is really of the two European currencies, I should say, or two majors, rephrase that. We could push up there towards the 100 MA. Any sell off this morning? Well, we've got some targets below, looking at 154.21, so we've got the sort of area back to these prior highs. May if we start selling off, may see a move back down towards that region. So there's the sort of key areas, or maybe below, but we may only just find support there at those levels, and then may eventually push through the highs. It is looking erring towards the more bullish sort of side of things in the main. Just looking, actually I meant to look at the momentum that we've got kicking through here at the moment on the dailies. It's easing off on this push up. I mean, this push up looks a lot stronger in a shorter chart when you're looking at it, but we've broken the trend lines. It's just whether or not you can push up. The momentum's still there on the dailies, but not massively strong as it was. Let's just check the 4 hourlies on here. It's improving slightly, so maybe a push up of the highs there with the momentum as it's coming through may help us. Okay, looking then dollar yen. Same old on the dollar yen in terms of range. We could push out this morning and push beyond these highs again. If we do, we'll be heading for last week's or the week before's highs. Actually, I think it is now. Could be pushing up towards that sort of area if we can get a break of these highs here. Yesterday we just chipped through it. There we go. So if we can continue pushing up here, I'm sure there'll be some stop placements and we could get a follow through. Looking at where we are here. It's a bit of a V shape that we've seen here over the last, for the last day really. In terms of period, as I say, I would be watching around these prior highs there for potential continuation with the momentum that's sitting there. Okay, as I said for a while now, it's not one I've been trading very much. It's to me, it's more messy, more difficult. I'd rather stick with the other majors. Aussie dollar, again, it's still in chop. So it's the same old here, pushing up here at the moment. It's really, I'm just looking in terms of I mean, it's broken. There was a sort of trend line going across these lows here, which is broken through yesterday. This morning rather. It's sort of done this lower high here. Very difficult to see where it's going to go at the moment. It's very, very choppy. It's just looking at the lower highs, lower lows, and it's got an upside target there of 78.10. If it was to start rallying, maybe I can catch. There's plenty there to catch onto in terms of distance. Where are we? It's only 30 pips away. So the range is getting quite tight on this. So yeah, we could push up. Okay, if that occurs, but at the moment I'm erring towards the bearish side on the Aussie dollar. Right, that's it for me. Hope you have a great day. Bye for now.